After an epic drive across the goldfields of WA, we finally roll into one of the wildest and most breathtaking places in the country, Karijini National Park. For the next 3 weeks, this rugged landscape becomes our home. We'll be plunging into some of the coldest waters we've ever dared to swim, conquering dramatic hikes, and venturing deep into ancient gorges carved over millions of years, all while living completely off-grid. No power, no paid campsites, just us, the open land, and the raw adventure that Karijini has to offer.
And here we are, back at Karijini.
I know, isn't it good?
Yeah, so
isn't it good? Back to where our first campsite too at Karijini, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we're back at the Karijini Free Camp. It's just, the closest attraction is Fern Pool.
I think so, yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to park up here for a few days and just relax this time around because we've done a lot of the attractions here before. We just want to come here and just
enjoy the camps.
Yeah,
we
rushed
sit
it
here and you look around and it's just beautiful. You can just kick back and just soak it in for a change.
We rushed it last time we were here. We only spent like 5 days here maximum, so we're hoping to stay here as long as we can until we run out of food, water.
Yeah, whatever it may be. Yep.
And just enjoy the area and still do some attractions, but just more leisurely.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
No,
all right. Now he's gonna unhitch and get on with it.
Make it home.
Yeah. Driving through the ranges on the way to Karijini from Port Hedland. We've just come back this way to get petrol, and the GoPro does not do it justice. I think Scott's going to chuck the drone in the air. There is a lookout that we're going to turn up to and have a look around, and there's a free camp there as well. So we're going to check it out, and Scott's going to chuck the drone in the air and show you what it's like. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, the free camp. You're right up on top of this ridge. It looks magic. It's you wouldn't get too many in there, I don't think.
No, but
maybe. I don't know. I'll be guessing, but yeah. Awesome views through the whole camp, and there's like a little cave there apparently. So it'd be definitely one to put on the bookmark. That's for sure.
Yeah. So we're at the Karijini Free Camp. We've just come back this way to get petrol because from Newman into the Karijini Free Camp, it was a lot longer, so we were running low on fuel, and we thought we can't drive around all the Karijini attractions with the petrol we've got, so we've come out, went back this way to get petrol, and the drive is just magic. It's so beautiful.
Now the car's topped up with diesel, we were ready to take in some of the sights on offer. Our first stop, Fern Pool. We came here last year and loved it so much that it definitely deserved a return visit. Fern Pool is one of the most iconic spots in Karijini. It's a sacred place for the traditional owners, surrounded by paperbark trees with crystal clear water fed by a spring. The water was absolutely freezing, but I couldn't resist jumping in and swimming across to the waterfall. Sitting behind that curtain of falling water, listening to the roar while looking out at the still pool in front.
So we've just left Karijini 3 Camp. 3 nights we spent there. We went to Fern Pool and had to check that out. Tell you what, the last time we were here was September. Now we're here in July. You can really tell the difference in the temperature of the water here. It's freezing, the water here in Karijini, and when we were here in September, it wasn't that bad. So yeah, it really, going at the end of the season, seems to be a bit warmer but less water. But yeah, so we've just left Karijini Free Camp and we're going to go into the paid camp because they've got a dump toilet there. So we're going to dump our toilet, dump our rubbish, and we're going to keep going on to what's it called, Mount Bruce Free Camp, and we'll stay there for a few days and check out all the sites around Mount Bruce. We're just passing Mount Bruce and it's just so beautiful. I'll try and get a photo of it, but it's hard with the GoPro just to get how great it looks. You can hike Mount Bruce. You're thinking about doing it, aren't you?
Thinking about it. Don't pressure me. If you put it on the camera, I might actually.
You cut it out. I'm not sure if I want to do it, but yeah, Scott's keen on having a go.
I want to.
Apparently
I really want to.
It's a very hot walk, and you've got to get up really early to do it. So that's my concern, getting up really early. But yeah, she's a beauty. Yeah, we'll see how you go.
I'm just going to interrupt this video to say yes, I did climb Mount Bruce. And I'll be honest, I completely underestimated this hike. Mount Bruce is the second highest peak in Western Australia, standing at around 1,234 metres, right on the edge of the Karijini National Park. For some people, it might not be too bad, but for me, someone who's never done anything like this before, and definitely not the fittest person, I feel pretty proud of what I achieved. It was one of the biggest challenges I've ever taken on. About 2/3 of the way up, I honestly wasn't sure I could make it, but I just had to see what was waiting at the top. And let me tell you, the view was absolutely spectacular. Overlooking the vast Pilbra landscape and the park's rugged ranges, it's a sight I'll never forget. The feeling on top of Western Australia's second highest mountain was incredible. So if you want to come along for the ride, tune in to the next episode to see what it's like standing above Karijini National Park. Alright, now let's get back to this video as we make our way to the next camp. Good morning. So we're doing I think it's Oxa Lookout here at Karijini this morning. I'm just going to go and have a quick look at that, but the main one is last year when we were here, Handrail Gorge was closed because of some bug infestation or something like that. So this time it's open, so we're going to go and do that one. I'm pretty excited about that one because I really wanted to do it.
It was very disappointing last year.
Yeah, it was a little bit. So yeah, we're glad that it's open this year. But we'll just go and quickly have a look at this little gorge, which is a little bit past the handrail. You drive past it, there's a couple of little parks down the end. So we'll come and have a look at this. One of the great things about this national park is that you don't need to tackle all the big walks to appreciate its beauty. The park has done an incredible job with the lookouts. They're built right on the edge of these massive gorges, giving you that real sense of how special this place is. Not far from here is the walk to Handrail Gorge. We make our way down into the gorge, and like every gorge here, it has its own unique beauty. As we walk through, we can't help but stop, look around, and soak it all in. part that gives this place its name, the handrail. You have to climb down the built-in steps and hold on to the rail as you descend the steep rock wall. Once you're at the bottom, those keen for a bit more adventure can keep going, but you'll have to brave the icy cold water. The view at the end is absolutely worth it. You can only go so far though. There's a big drop off ahead and no easy way back up. So come along with me as I head right to the end and take in one of the most breathtaking spots in the park. Close to the end, I think. What an amazing view. Look where I am, all by myself. There is not another soul around here. Stick to the right, I reckon. Walk for the day was Kermit Pool. First up, you've got the steep ladders to get down. They're solidly built, but still have that rusty look that blends perfectly with the natural colours of the gorge. Once you've made it down the steps, it's time to start rock hopping the rest of the way. It's pretty steep in sections. I wouldn't call it easy, but both Julie and I have done this twice now, so it can't be too bad. Yes, this is our second time here. Last year we did this walk a bit later in the season, and the water was definitely warmer. We even had a swim around in the pool back then. But this time, after all the cold dips, we decided to just turn around and make our way back out. The walk through here is just insane. Karijini really knows how to wow you around every corner. afternoon. I don't know if you see it, you've got the mountain here behind me, and I've just noticed, I don't know, I think you can see it, but the moon's up there as well. It looks pretty cool. Lamb loin chops, yum yum. But what I did also, while I got you here, I wanted to mention about a bit about our battery setup and what we've got, because this has now been 15 days since we've left, and we have not plugged into any power in 15 days, and we only have 200 amp hours of lithium in the van, and we have 200 amp hours of lithium in the car. So I guess that gives us 4, and I've only got 200, and don't quote me, I think they're 160 watt panels, so they're not very big. So the battery system in this isn't very big, but what I'm trying to get at is, I don't like, yes, I'd love to have a massive battery system, but with what we've got, we're 15 days, been off grid for 15 days now, and we're still, like today we got back, I'm at 96% and the car was at 98% or something like that. So it charges while we drive as well in the car, and we've got the inverter in the car, so we can use that to charge the van if we have to, which we did have to do around Kalgoorlie because we were getting cloudy weather. So it's just how you manage it, I think. We've got the three-way fridge, so we using the gas all the time with the fridge. As much as we'd love a compressor fridge, we have this little love with the three-way fridge because we don't have that big battery system, and it's still, yeah, I haven't even used a gas bottle yet either, so it's quite economical, I feel. And because of the amount of battery that we have, if we had a compressor fridge, I think we'd struggle a little bit more. But yeah, it's pretty good to be 15 days, and we're still planning to be probably another 10 or 12 days off grid. So hopefully that all works out for us, as long as we get enough sun and we're driving around a little bit, everything stays charged up. So I'm quite happy that we don't have to have this huge battery system. We've been using this for 2 years now, and everything's working great. Hang on, I just got to turn this chops over. So yeah, I don't think you need, be aware that you don't need the big battery systems to go out off grid, because it's just, a lot of it has to do with how you manage it. Sure, we don't run your thermo mixers and all that sort of stuff, and our fridge is gas, but it just goes to show you don't have to have all that big gear and big expensive stuff to be off grid for lengths of time. Mount Bruce, what a spot to camp at. It's another free camp. I'm also finding that all the free camps at Karijini seem to be so much better. Look at where we are. There's no one around. You can see, if you look through the trees, you can sort of see people, but we have this whole area on our own. Rather than paying the sites that you get in there, they look a little bit dustier. Not ditching them at all, but we find that the free camps are so much better, as in more space. You get your own little areas, and it's a little bit more quieter. But that should be enough of rambling. I've got some chops to cook. Does anyone else's barbecue smoke like that? I've only cleaned that barbecue and I've hardly used it, but it always seems to smoke. But anyway, as long as I get my lamb chops, I'm happy. All right, well, that should be us for the day. We're heading off to do a couple more walks tomorrow, gorges, so we'll bring you along for that as well. But yeah, second time at Karijini, and not disappointed, not feeling like, oh, we've done all this again or done all this before. It always seems to bring up something new. We're loving it. Anyway, you have a good night. The next day, we went to check out Joffrey Gorge, one we hadn't explored before. And yep, that means more climbs down, more ladders, and another stunning display of Karijini's beauty. This gorge is actually one of the most photographed spots in the park, famous for its natural amphitheatre shape and the incredible waterfall that cascades down here after the rain. The trail itself isn't the easiest, but it rewards you with some amazing views along the way. Once we reached the bottom, I couldn't resist jumping in. Though I didn't swim too far this time, I just wanted to immerse myself in the moment, surrounded by those towering red rock walls. At the far end is where the waterfall usually flows. I think I'm actually glad it wasn't running today. It really lets you take in just how massive this gorge is when it's calm and quiet. And that's where I'm going to leave you for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, drop a comment and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Because in the next episode, I take on Mount Bruce, the second highest mountain in Western Australia. Thanks for watching.